Welcome back to Dishonored 2, where in the last episode we got detected by a dog because we weren't able to crawl back under a desk, and said dog then wanted to run right into some barrels of whale oil and blew us both up. Here's something I learned apparently. Apparently these dogs are immune to stun mines. Which is just ever so upsetting. Alright. Can I just go under this thing? Yes, I can. Alright, so let's start playing this thing and hide, so we at least have this.
I meant nothing to my fine family, beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age, eased on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar, Delilah. From the first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night, there was no returning to my cage. Looking at the stars and drinking wine on a rooftop, I was free. Instead of seeing the overseers for marriage, I visited my father's banker and raced away from my old life toward Delilah. Those were the Coven's glory days.
Come on. Be careful with those whale oil tank. Those things are super explosive.
It seems rather rude to die here, whoever you were.
Oh, apparently somebody had the audacity to die in your vicinity. Don't I have the bone charm that makes it impossible for you to smell me? Millicent, yeah. I need to get that letter, don't I? You know what? Fuck those dogs. Apparently these dogs are the types that... Alright. Can I lower this thing? So I have a way up and down. Doesn't look like it. I also don't think that that thing will be very susceptible to whatever I throw at him. But you, on the other hand, are very susceptible to what I can throw at you. Could try and shoot that down, but there really isn't. Managed to slip away. I got the rune I was after, but I do not have a plan on how I take these hounds out. Well, I say that. I actually do have a plan on how I'm going to take it out. Alright. Spring Razor there. I know he will come. With a bit of luck, this will kill him. If not, I'll try it together with a with one of the whale oil tank. The problem with that is it will attract a lot more attention.
To my fine family. Beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing, they promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar, Delilah. From the first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night, there was no returning to my cage. Looking at the stars and drinking wine on a rooftop, I was free. Instead of being for marriage, I visited my father's banker and raced away from my own life toward Delilah. Those were the Coven's glory days.
Alright.
Nothing here? Let's have a look around.
What? No. Okay, normally I don't do this type of thing. I don't reload all the time because I don't... That's not how I do things. That's because that's not interesting. This time I'm going to do it because you saw that. That was bullshit. Why on earth did that tank explode? Those types of tanks are not supposed to suddenly explode out of nowhere. I mean, you saw me removing the bloody wire. Okay. So that was not one I could still work with. I mean, I don't save scum, because save scumming isn't interesting. I also don't save scum in something like Skyrim because, hey, then sometimes I get a result I don't like. Sometimes then a follower dies. But you know, that adds to the story. This didn't add to the story, this broke all versions of immersion.
It seems rather rude to die here, whoever you were.
Because that was just... the game just fucking something horribly up. And you can see that I never save scum normally. Because I got to this part without save scumming once. This was the first time I save scummed because the game just glitched. Or whatever you want to call that. The game just decided to randomly fuck me over. Because that was funny. Any explanation why suddenly all the oil tanks blew up?
It was coming from here. Let's see.
So in both those cases it was really daft that suddenly all those things blew up. Please keep wandering around. I need you guys to wander around so I can take you out. Alright, so they are going back to work. Then I guess I will have to deal with the dogs.
I meant nothing to my fine family, beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar, Delilah. From the first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night, there was no returning to my cage. Looking at the stars and drinking wine on a rooftop, I was free. Instead of seeing the overseers for marriage, I visited my father's banker and raced away from my old life toward Delilah. Those were the Coven's glory days.
Aren't you guys supposed to come and look for me? There we have a nice painting. Alright, I have no idea how I attract the attention of these stupid dogs. Because I tried stunning them, And that clearly didn't work. Setting a trap.
Nothing to my fine family. Beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar, Delilah. From the first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night, there was no returning to my cage. Looking at the stars and drinking wine on a rooftop, I was free. Instead of seeing the overseers from...
Alright, so... then what do I do? Let's try something really daring, shall we?
I'll be damned.
That is a Delilah-like figure. And yes, I guess it has come to that. Just shooting them.
Pretty sure.
Okay. I see her coming. Alright, that was nerve-wracking, trying to keep track of 2 people at the same time. One that I can't simply murder and the other that I don't want to simply murder. And if it had come to a direct combat encounter there and I couldn't just subdue her, then I would have lived with just her dying. Because I do not have a problem at all with the mission not going the way I want it to. I mean, I would find it very annoying, of course, but that was definitely not the reason why I reloaded. The reason I reloaded was because
let's have a look around.
That was actually the wrong power I used there. There we go, that was what I was trying to do. It just kind of helps if you don't accidentally press the wrong button. It's very cute and all that you are able to can knock me back when I try choking you. The problem for you is that I am slightly stronger than that. My fire burns within Brianna's marrow. Within her marrow. Lovely. Well, hello Delilah. Then straightening up. Mistress Brianna, like you asked, I stored your audiograph recording in the archive, down there in the basement, and I tidied up around the oraculum, just as you asked. Some of the others were talking about the old lenses you took out of the oraculum device after the accident, saying they were going to bury them lenses forever at the bottom of the ocean. Well, that didn't sound right to me, so I just stored them in the FG's workshop in case you'll find them some use. All my other chores are done, so I will go prepare your Lesh Distal tea. I'm grateful for the second chance you've given me. I'm sure over time you'll feel Delilah's presence and learn the magic, like my Covenant sisters. I'll feel Delilah's presence and learn the magic, like my Covenant sisters. Please don't cast me out. I'll make you and Empress Delilah proud. I promise, Katrina.
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
Alright, and then we have unfinished letter to Delilah. Delilah, when we can't talk, I write. There are things only you will understand. Daily, I feel my connection to the void growing, and through me, your power calls out to those who would join your coven. New faces, new voices. Our bond is stronger than it was at Bridgemore, yet you feel so far away. If we were together, I could say more. It is as if I can see beyond the air, into another time or place. You have parted a curtain I never knew was there. Oh Delilah, strange and beautiful whispers are carried on the breeze. I am forever grateful for being your instrument. Let's hope this wasn't one where they needed to move. Oh, I have a plan on how I'm going to get there. Let's first take a look if I didn't miss anything here. So instead of having to try and traverse the entire area, while carrying somebody around, the Silver Spike, genius inventor, can barely recall his own name. Karen Ginjaws loses his smart in a bold experiment gone wrong. You knew him as grand inventor, the genius of our time. But that was before his latest experiment went horribly wrong, leaving the man a blubbering shell of his former self. Scandalous, but true. Zones are gleefully coming forward with stories of the once great inventor, now barely able to navigate from room to room. One woman claims that Jindos is now unable to determine which way to turn a simple bolt. Everyone knows it's righty-tighty, she said. Another wondered openly whether Jindos may have been using his pupil's ideas all along, faking his genius to gain reputation. Allegedly, a cruel emperor sadisting allegedly a cruel employer, so this in his dismissal of the staff's basic need, there's one curious turn in this story. Those close to the inventor claimed he's now gentle as a lamb. Well, at least in some people's minds, we just made an improvement on Jindosh. But yeah, let's hope that the non-lethal approach did not require her to do something herself. Because that will be rather hard to pull off at this point. Okay.
Too late. Better search the place. Something's off.
So, let me just clarify. That was not the plan. Something is coming. That was not the plan, but maybe it was a case of the best plans are whatever works out. And if you follow that statement that I just made up on the fly, this was in fact a great plan. Because it worked kind of stupidly well. I can take the high grounds. And, well, you know me and high grounds. Oh, come on. If people could just stop killing the targets I peacefully take out, that would be nice. Would leave me with less of an embarrassingly high kill count. I mean, sometimes it's because their own bloody people shoot them while I have them in a hold. And this time it was because... the nearby bloodflies killed them, who they were apparently mostly friends with. Oh. And this one did I read part 4? Ah, yes, I did. You can't get in here, buddy. So, what bone charm did I actually get? Come on. I got not bird of prey, blade ballad, no. Exact aim, no. Robust. Unnerving target. Enemies sometimes drop grenades and throw debris at their feet. Odd, but maybe interesting. Can I replace it with... no, I want that. Have a look. Maybe it's time I took some things apart. Oh. Okay, so the... So some of the more useful ones can not be learned. That's annoying. Zypher, your speed is increased when walking or running. You take more damage. No, I can't. Exact aim. That's not what I use. Same with the dust. The problems with that, the ones that I am willing to destroy are those are not the ones I really care all that much about. Prey, don't know. Maybe I'll go for boots, strong arms, restorative glimmer, and acrobats on one thing. Because that's a combination that I'll always want to use, and it has no chance of getting corrupt. Have a look. Action. What was it? And strong arms. And that now opened up once again some space. So now I can also have the bloodfly thingy. Ooh. Pickled beasts. Now that sounds useful. So that means that there's just a fair amount of them that won't attack me. Conservatory closure extended. No, we read that one also already as well. Alright, where can I hide? I can hide up there. Oh. Doesn't look like I really missed anything. Christ, there are some big creatures.
Fell to the assassin Dowd. Her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined. New faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the oracular order. The Overseers take guidance from their prophetic sisters, and soon we'll influence their dreams and visions.
Alright, so that first game did happen. Just Knife of Dunwall and Knife of Dunwall and the Bridgemore Witches are canon, and apparently the one that is canon is the ending that is canon is the one in which Dowd locks her in the void, and she is now immortal forever. Well, that will make her assassination a bit complicated. Her heart. I bathed in poison. Alright. So, find another way. Yeah, how do I do that? And the oculum. Do I now have enough? I mean, I have the lenses. Does that mean that I can now? Oh, I can also do it like this. Let's hope that... Let's hope the two witches up there don't have a problem with that. No, they don't seem to be. They must be really, that must be really interesting. Conversation they're having. Oh. These are some of the sisters. So maybe I'll have to stand in that. Oh. Warning for Brianna Ashworth. All of you, if you share my loyalty to Delilah and our coven, heed my words. Again, I was haunted by nightmares about the Oraculum. The original lenses Jindal used in the device nearly ruined me. I felt Delilah's magic flicker, and the flame she rekindled in me almost went dark, like it did after Bridgemore 15 years ago. I fear another accident like that will cost me everything. My connection to the void, to magic itself. We cannot afford any more mistakes. I will study discarded lenses in my workshop, then have them destroyed. Remember that Delilah is relying on my efforts, and the Oraculum is attuned to me alone. Do not interfere with the device. Only I have a chance to control your oracular sisters.
If I can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless.
Alright, so I got discarded lenses in it, so yeah. Discarded lenses, stole discarded lenses. What happened to you two? Perhaps it's private, I wouldn't know. I'm not going to try and guess either. Don't think it would be in my place to
do now? I'm ruined. Feeling the things I could do. The touch of the void. Delilah. It was everything I had.
Well, there's one thing I didn't ruin. I'll take that, by the way.
Leave me alone. You've ruined me.
I didn't ruin your body. Of course, at this point you probably don't really care a lot about that, but I think now the plan is, yeah, meet her back at the skiff. Let's not take the main road, let's take a slightly more out of the way route, shall we? But we'll take that last little bit in the next episode.